In this video, we will learn about the data science and its importance and applications in statistics. Which level of statistics is required for the data science? So let us start with the importance and the application of data science. In our daily life, all of us take so many decisions. So either these decisions are small or big. They consume lots of time and have significant amount of time and effort to conclude our decisions. So why is this? What does taking a decision really means? The art of decision making is just like choosing a plan of action when we faced with uncertainty. So there are two ways to take a decision. Either the one way is by gut feelings and other is the data or information. So in gut feelings, one can take decision on the basis of our personal view, or this is the artistic way to take the decision. Whereas the other one involves some treatment, some data operations to conclude result. So the data information, the result which conclude the decision which is taken on the basis of data or information is known as data science. So in this video, you will see the flavor of statistic which help us to conclude our decision on the basis of data information and how we can relate data science with statistics and what is the contribution of statistics in decision making. So the data scientist is one as good as their questions, like they should ask questions, does our money grow with our age? How much should I pay for this house? Or how is Google able to guess my search question? So the data scientist is one who are good in these questions. Whereas what statistics do here? Statistics is the art of connecting numbers to these questions or to help to collect the data or information regarding these questions to take decision, and data scientist will take decision on the basis of these information very easily by establishing some quantitative connections to large qualitative questions in easy way. So if we say here, data scientist is one who knows more statistics than a programmer and more programming than a statistician. This is correct statement because in data scientist, we need more information, we need more command on programming, we need more command on analysis in different software, and we know statistics to conclude our results, and the knowledge of statistics is much more required than programmer. Whereas for a statistician, there is not enough knowledge, there is not required much knowledge for the programming. But for the data scientist, they get more knowledge than the statistician in programming. So data science is the sweet spot that's it perfectly with computer programmers, statistics. If we conclude this diagram here, you can see for the data science, they need the basic of math and statistics. They need the domain or business knowledge and computer science. So all these are the best solution or the best way to conclude the data scientist. They need basic knowledge of maths and stats. They need the computer science or IT expert more than anything else, and machine learning. Either their output or things speak by themselves. So let us see what statistics do to help data scientists here. As statistics is totally the game of number in which we have different kind of data set and we treat it according to the nature or the requirement of data. So if someone asked, what kind of statistics should he or she know to become a good data scientist? I would say please do not really focus on the statistics. You only need the simple statistics like triple M's, the knowledge of data types and how we can apply it for getting fruitful results. So as a data scientist, we are solving a problem or helping someone to take a decision based on the available data. So that's why we need slightly introduction or the basic concepts of statistics. So what do we do as data scientists to achieve this? We define a problem statement. And how we can define the problem statement? Definitely by asking the right questions, and then we have to collect the right kind of data to perform our analysis. And definitely whenever we talk about the data, the first question comes in mind is the statistics, because statistics is totally the game of numbers, and numbers are the set of data. And when we have the set of numbers, we have the data. So we can say when we collect different kind of data, we must need the statistic to conclude it or to analyze it. So we try to explore the data to see what it tells us, and we employ different techniques to drive inference, like to conclude our results, like we need different treatments, different hypotheses, different tests. We can do simple analysis as well as advanced analysis. It totally depends upon our nature of information about a kind of data set. So that's why we need basic statistics to become a data scientist. So here you can find right kind of questions and data. Let us take a simple example. If we say we are trying to answer a research question, how will the education landscape in the global change in the next 30 years? So to take a decision or to conclude our study as a data scientist, we must know the following questions. What is the current landscape of education around the world? What is the percentage of people who are completing high school or university? And what are the latest trends in the global job market? And how is it going to impact the education field? So when we know all these questions, these gives us some knowledge, some information about the landscape education. So after getting the answer of these questions, we have some information in form of data, and we want to conclude our reach on decision. So we must know the basic tool or the analysis term which help us to conclude these studies. For that, big questions, you must know, being a data scientist, what is the domain of your idea, where is it lie actually. And for example, if the data scientist is trying to answer the question, why is this particular summer very harsh compared to the last 50 years, then they must know fair idea about climate change and environmental science. Secondly, the other steps involves dealing with a large amount of data in digital form, and the data scientist should be able to get the data. And the data sets are easily available on different sites. You can get it, but the main point or the main focus is how we can do conclude our results on the basis of this information. So, being a data scientist, you must conclude your results fruitfully by applying appropriate programming and appropriate tool, appropriate computer skills to draw inference. Like here we have the three important terms. And these three important terms play an important role in statistics. And being a data scientist, you must know where you have to apply mean, where you have to apply median, and what is the contribution of mode. As we cannot apply mean on each and every kind of data set, as whenever we have the qualitative nature of the data set, mean doesn't give us fruitful results. As like if we say we are talking about the data which is measured on the nominal or the ordinal level of measurement, in that case mean is not suitable measure and not give us the appropriate conclusion or results. We can't use it. And you can see my other video which explained about the level of measurements, how you can test your data is measured on which level. So you can see that video also. In after watching that video, your concepts will be clear about the types of data and how you can differentiate scales of measurement for each data. So mean is not appropriate measure for the qualitative type of data set. So we cannot apply mean on each and every kind of data. So we must know about the nature of the data. Either our variable is qualitative or the quantitative. After that, we have to choose one M from these triple M. So mean, median, and mode. All these are the measures of trend tendency, but have different advantages and disadvantages and apply on different situations. So being a data scientist, to apply this statistical technique, you must know first about your type of the data. Either it is qualitative or the quantitative. If the data set is quantitative, then you can easily choose any mean from these three. But if your data is qualitative, then you cannot go on applying a simple mean on it, because mean is the average and we get the average by adding the values. But definitely if the data or the level of measurement is nominal, we cannot attach or we cannot add qualities in qualities. So we need some other tools like mode, as mode gives us the most frequent value or the highest value. So in that case, we move towards the mode or the median, as ordinal level gives us ranking. So median is the suitable measure for that. So when you choose one from these measures of center tendency to conclude or to take decision, as a data scientist, you need this center tendency, this basic statistics, which involves triple M. And next is the descriptive analysis. Either you have to do some advanced techniques on your data set. So in data science, descriptive analysis known as exploratory data analysis. So when you do the exploratory data analysis in data science, you can simply say you are choosing the descriptive analysis of statistics here. So the detail of descriptive analysis, which I explained in very simple and easy words for the beginners, you can see in my other video, which link is also shared here. So exploratory data analysis, EDA, is known as descriptive analysis of statistics. So in which you need to collect information, you can draw a conclusion on the basis of graphs, on the basis of some advanced techniques, on the measures of dispersions, or you can conclude your results after applying the appropriate analysis. So once you collect the information, what you have to do, you have to decide about the measures of center tendency, which measure is suitable. After that, you have to do exploratory data analysis, for which you can draw graphs, you can find the other measures which best suits your data information. So uh, graphs are also important, which are also known as charts, because they speak itself. Charting techniques are very important for a data scientist. Why? Because these techniques are actually called data visualization. So data visualization techniques also play very important role to conclude results more fruitfully instead of tables, instead of other form. So if you represent these in form of graphs or in form of charts, then the results speak itself, and your presentation of results or presentation of data set have some meanings, and they are attractive for the viewers, and they get more attractions, and they can speak itself. So this means that right kind of chart will give you a powerful view into the data. So the detail of graphs and charts, so we can sketch different charts for different kind of data set. You can see my other video and you can get the detail in that. So now if we conclude data scientist, so what is it? Data scientist is basically the combination of three: domain plus coding plus statistics. So for the data scientist, if you want to become a data scientist, you must know what is the domain. So for the domain, you are the good questioner. You must know how you can generate questions from your questions from your research study, from where you can collect, from where you approach this, and how you can collect information. So once you define your domain, after defining domain, you must know the codings, how you can code your information to get results. So once you code your domain, after that you have to apply some tools, some techniques, which is known as statistics, because statistics is totally the game of numbers, in which we have numbers and we apply different treatments on them to get our results, to conclude our study. So for the data scientist, according to my view, the data scientist is the one who is the combination of these three, in which domain, coding, and statistics. So for a good data scientist, you must know the domain, coding, and statistics. So for first of all, you have to decide your domain, and in domain you must know about your research problem, your study problem, and then you have to apply different programming, different coding, and to conclude results, definitely you need statistics. So don't you worry if you don't know much about the statistics. Being a data scientist, you must know about the basic concepts of statistics, how we can choose different techniques of statistics for different kinds of data. Like if our study is qualitative, the statistical techniques are totally different. Whereas if the data study is qualitative, for that we have different methods. So qualitative and quantitative both have different methods for application. And in my next video, I will explain you the detail of qualitative and quantitative data, how we can choose different techniques in simple and easy way to become a data scientist. So in this video, we have learned about the data science, what is it, and which concepts are required to become a data scientist of statistics. So you just need basic of statistics, you are must a good questioner, and you define your code. So this is all about the basic concept of stats are required for data scientists. Thank you.